Hey guys, I hope all is going well for y'all. As it seems like it's kind of a broken record. I'm still a little bit sick, stopped up. Air's still kind of hurting me a little bit, but Dr. Pat called me in some meds last night, so I'm on some antibiotics. So hopefully that'll start really taking its effect on them. It's about 5 o'clock here. I'm getting ready to head over to Azalea to check on my kids, but it's been an exciting day. I started out working on the computer, working on these application for birth certificates for some of my kids from Bahamas, Jovines and Ernest Mocombe and their sister Rosina, and filled out, wrote a letter, got a money order, went over to the UPS and UPS'd it to the Bahamas and sent a return thing so they can UPS it back. So hopefully that's going to work and they can find these birth certificates. At least I hope so. If they don't, it's going to be just one hassle after another for these kids for their whole life here in the States. So pray for them, Jovines and Ernest and Rosina, as we try and get this paperwork sorted out. Then I went over to Clarkston where I met with Benedict Canham, who's my main partner there in the Muslim area of Clarkston. And we met with Aslam Masih, who is the leader for reaching Muslims for all of North America for the North American Mission Board. We had lunch with him. He's a really cool guy, real field operative. You know, so many times you meet with people and you can tell they're office wonks, never been out of the field, never had any field experience, and yet somehow they're the expert. I get put out with those guys, man. They don't know what they're talking about. But Aslam has some field experience and does seem like a real people person. So I'm looking forward to when I get back from West Africa and New Hampshire to meet with him back in March and introduce him to the rest of our team there, Reaching Muslims in Clarkston. It was a good meeting, and I appreciate always meeting new partners. It seems like I get to do that quite a lot, and it's one of the biggest fun parts of my job. Ben and I then went over there and looked for some new software for one of my other partners. One of the things that we do at Whirlwind Missions is as I get new guys coming on board with Mission Service Corps, you know, I help them to work on their newsletters and develop mailing lists, and you know, usually we'll sponsor them and buy them software and stuff so that we can help, you know, when you're such a tender shoot and don't have much money and stuff, to try and help them get their stuff together. So we were looking for some software for a couple of my partners to help them do their newsletters and stuff. And we'll get that taken care of sooner rather than later. We didn't find exactly what we wanted, so you know, we're still in the looking part of that. I had not one, not two, not three, but four near misses with car crashes today. Just absolutely crazy people driving all around me, smashing into cars beside me and behind me. I mean, bro, Bennett and I were just shaking our heads, and I told him, I said, bro, they got me and you both in the same car, man. The evil one's really trying to take us out and both in one whack. And he was like, I hope not, man. I'm like, me either, buddy. So anyway, that was a pretty tough gig, man. And so finished up with that, then came back over here to the office at First Baptist Dorville, where I've been working on email and calls, and you know, got summer teams already and April teams coming, and that's always something, man. The admin work never slows down, it doesn't seem like, but that's part of my job. And you know, as a coach, mentor, cheerleader, whatever the heck it is I am, to try and get more people in the field. You know, so many times they say, well, what we need is 10 more Tim Cummins. Well, I don't know if that's really the truth or not, but I'm definitely trying to replicate myself as many times as possible, and that's the key to long-term reaching in the community. So I'm hoping that Aslam will be able to help generate some more people, just like Ray Vaughn with international teams, and Camps Crusade, and Youth with a Mission, Operation Mobilization. Just goes on, and we're about trying to put people in the game, man. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Be praying for me. We're down to the just a few more days before I go to Africa, and I've got to be well before I get on that airplane, man. I don't know if you've ever been flying when you're sick. I've done that once, and it was just not good because you go up okay, but then you come down, and your ears, when the eustachian tubes are clogged up, the pressure doesn't equalize, and it is just a nightmare, man. So I'm not looking forward to that. It's not good, but I'm counting on your prayers to help that to work out well. Love you guys. Tonight I'll be out speaking at Glover Baptist Church, where I'm going to do a kind of a scared straight type of thing for some of these young guys that and interested in getting into gangs. Try to avoid that, man. You need to be in Jesus gang. I mean, not search the rest of your 18th Street or whatever. So I appreciate y'all. Be praying for me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.